While we were picking up the airship at the hangar, Goody suggested we visit Edgar Cayce in nearby Virginia Beach. That would also mean traveling back in time to the 1940s, when Cayce was still alive. Goody wrote a letter asking for a past life reading from Edgar Cayce. While Goody's letter was asking for a reading arrived at Edgar Cayce's parlor, Cayce went into a deep trance and began dictating a letter to Goody, telling him of the things he did in another lifetime in ancient Atlantis. The crew and I tuned in with Justin's remote viewing device. Its psychotronic circuits transported us back through ancient Egypt to observe Goody as he goes about his past life business. Let's go back to 10,000 years BC, to the ancient age in Edgar Cayce's vision. We encounter Rata, an Atlantean expat who has traveled to Egypt after the destruction of Atlantis. He was Cayce in a past life. The Egyptians had long enjoyed lighter-than-air travel and gas-laden balloons introduced to them by the Atlanteans in times past. These airships began arriving in Egypt in increasing numbers. This strange new race brought magic and mischief with them in their crystal-powered skyships. Rata saw an opportunity to travel to other parts of the world where sons of men were gathered. So wrote Edgar Cayce. Egypt was thriving, and the top 1% of the population, the temple priests, were exploiting the natural resources using genetically engineered slave labor. These monument men were building all the time. While Rata was out of town, the locals engaged in sinful self-indulgence forbidden by him. The concocting of intoxicating brews made from corn was organized by Udar. Another sin was the sexual abuse of those poor victimized things who were undergoing various stages of purification and higher development in the Atlantean temples. Beautiful hybrid creatures dance for their masters. Rata makes a speech in an Egyptian temple of sacrifice. He is surrounded by half-human creatures. He says to the assembled that the genetic mutations must stop. Rata's enemy meets the jealous king, Ararat. Now that's Gudu in a previous life. They decide to set Rata up with the king's favorite temple dancer, Isris. They are mad at Rata because they both want to have illicit relations with the half-humans, and Rata forbids it.